Hello, welcome to today's stream. Uh, uh, Mangroves. This time I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna look up uh where to get some on this specific seed that I'm at. Because going on a journey to find it just randomly didn't pan out for the past like what 3 streams. Uh, and I could continue pointlessly looking for it, but every time that I dip out and I try to find it, I run the risk of getting lost and never finding my house again. So I'm figuring I'm just gonna forego that entirely. I'm just gonna look it up. Uh, does the plant? uh, why is the launcher being weird? There we go. Um, oh, you can turn that off. That's interesting. You could apparently turn off the little animals popping up on your launcher. Didn't know that. And is labeled as cute. I suppose it's cute, but like, whatever. uh, what time of the day is it? Is it morning or nighttime or? Yeah, it's nighttime. I have a watch and I didn't even check my watch. God damn it. How's my grinder doing? My mob grinder. Yeah, yeah. It's alright. If it's not working, can you reply to me in chat? No, I cannot. Have a good one. Like, I see you're in the Twitch chat. Okay, hold on. Let me just. Uh, there. And that's just sent in the specifically that chat now. I hope so. Still figuring out how streams work. Is it /seed to get the world seed? It is. And I don't care that you all see this, because if you want to see it, then great. Cool, awesome, tight. Let's see. Minecraft seed map. That is the wrong version. I need the latest version, please. That one. Don't want to see any of these. I just want to see biomes, please. That's Cherry Blossom. Where am I actually? Can I recognize on the map purely like where I am? I think I can recognize it. Yeah, I'm over here somewhere. Is it here that I'm at? No, that's probably not right actually, because I'm not that far off from the ocean. does look familiar though. There's a whole bunch of cherry blossom around where I live. It's not that patch. That's all the Badlands stuff. I was there yesterday. Where's the desert that I crossed to get in there? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. So if we were to work backwards from there, I went over that through here. Did I travel that river or no? Might have traveled that river. Or did I go there? Whatever, let me just see if I can find some fucking mangrove swamps somewhere. What color is the mangrove swamp? Highlight biomes. Mangrove. That's a mangrove swamp. Doing a pretty shit job of highlighting them, honestly. They're still very hard to see. So it's that color. Well, then there might just be the closest one, like up there. That's just a regular swamp, though. That is also just a regular swamp. Whatever, let me just check. That was what coordinate? -1,000, -1,100, and -1,800, pretty much. Got it. And I am at where exactly? Not too bad. Does that get me closer? It does. Ish. Well, I'll gear up for another fucking trek then. Bring the boat just in case. Bring a bag or two, because you never know. Bring the tools. I probably should make a new axe, because this one's not holding up too well. I'm just gonna get the one tree, just to get a few saplings, and then I'll leave, so I don't need that many. I don't need that much of an axe. Yeah, that'll do. Fuck it. Let's just go on our adventure. I would like to figure out where I am, though. Wait. What, is that -3? Like -300, -8, 180. -300. It's like right around there. Like here. So I did get it right, but it looks a bit strange. Anyway, it was like one of the rivers isn't showing up on the map or something. I don't know what's going on with that, but who cares? Off I go. Whoops, that's the wrong button. I really do hope this swamp that I'm going to actually has some mangroves in it. Although, all things considered, it didn't highlight the biomes. Let me double check, because I don't want to run all the way over there for no reason. Let me try and highlight some mangrove swamps again. Oh my god. You cannot be serious. Is that how far away they are? From where I am currently? Yeah, whatever. No details, please. Could you? Thank you. Is that really how far away they are? That mangrove swamp, ladies and gentlemen, according to this map, is at negative 6,100 and negative 4,900. That is miles away from where I am. Did I ever even get close to one of those? I went down there. That yielded fuck all. I explored over that side. That was not point. There was no point to that. I explored this ocean too, I believe. Did I explore that ocean? Might not have. Doesn't matter though, because that shit was. It's so far. God damn, what fucking ass terrain generation is this? Well then, I will have to head to... That one's weirdly enough further away, I think, but it's easier to travel there. Driving home from work early today, so I'll be dead in chat. That's fine. That's cool. I'll be dead during the whole stream too, because I'm gonna be fucking, it seems, walking for 5 eons to get to this fucking mangrove swamp, because apparently I've been cucked by the world seed. I wasn't even close to finding one. So, well, road trip, I guess. That is so annoying. And again, I really do feel that they should implement some sort of like thing so you can just find biomes. Like, I know there's like a command or something you can put in to like find the location of the nearest whatever, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm thinking like maybe there's like, it should be some sort of magical map that you can create or something. Sorry, craft, not create. Different terminology. But no, no such thing. And again, I also kind of get it, because why would you make a thing for the game to do that when there's already tools online to use that people already use, you know? But whatever. Whatever. Let me just skedaddle on over. Actually, knowing where it is might make it less bad to travel there. Like, it might not take as long as I think it would, because I'm not exploring a whole bunch of space that's not important. I'm actually just going from point A to point B. So it might be a little faster. We'll see. We'll see. For some reason, it seems quieter in the game. And I don't know why. Maybe it's because the music was playing a while ago, and now I'm just left here with my own thoughts. Hour. I could mention this exciting thing. Today we had a short little meeting with a group that I'm gonna do Game Project 3 with. We had a meeting yesterday regarding the ideas that we had on the table, what we could potentially be choosing to work with or whatever. And then we discuss things, and then we let things simmer, and then today we decided to pick an idea to go for. The exciting thing is we're going with my idea, which I mean, I kind of already assumed that was going to happen, because that was how I managed to reel in 2 people to work with because they really like that idea. So I'm not really like surprised. It's also the most like detailed so far at the very least idea out of the ones that we had. So it just made more sense to go for it. And it's a very scalable idea. So if we end up having, you know, if we're short on time to complete something, we can cut things pretty easily. If we end up with more time than we thought we would have, we can easily add things. Hello, Romance. Good to see you. So I'm not surprised that the idea got chosen. I'm just happy that it got chosen. It feels good that I can present an idea for a video game and then people like it enough to where like, I want to work on that. Now how the end product is going to look, I have no idea. There's 4 of us and we're not the most like, we're competent in like the things that we've studied, but there's 2 of us that are game designers, which basically just means we have a whole bunch. We're good at coming up with ideas, right? In theory. And then there's a game writer, for narrative purposes, obviously, and then a programmer. One whole programmer. So it's not looking great. We don't have a good spread of discipline, so we can't really. We'll have to get creative in terms of how to solve problems like music and what sounds to go for and whatever. Art style, I'm probably have to do a lot of art for the game, and boy howdy, I'm not comfortable drawing things. I'm okay with drawing things on like a pen and paper, but digitally never really been my thing. So we'll see. And also, yeah, I've thought about adding some sort of notification system on Discord for the streams. In general, though, I just need to restructure the fucking Discord in general. It is like I need to restructure it. So first of all, at least there's like maybe a bot that can just do some sort of basic things, like some basic moderation in case someone says, I don't know, a bad word or something. Again, there's no moderation other than me at the moment, so I need to solve that problem. But there's also, what the fuck is going on with this terrain generation here? What is happening over there? It looks cool as fuck, but also, what kind of code caused that to happen? Anyway, I need to restructure things on the Discord server at some point. So when I do that, when I actually get around to doing that, when I stop procrastinating, I'll probably figure something out like that. Because then I could like make a role, a dedicated role that people can choose if they want pings. Because that's another thing. I don't want to ping people that don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? And you might think, oh, well, then why did they join the server? But also, like, I don't know. Sometimes people join a server and then they just like they're sticking around there. They're technically in the server, but then they're just not active anymore. There's so many inactive people on the server. Actually, scratch that. They're probably not even people. So many of them are quote unquote graphic designers. Yeah, no, it's pretty much just fucking scammers. Luckily, I don't think they reach out to people on the server. That's the main thing. If they start doing that, then I have to just ban them outright. But they're just dead numbers essentially. You can mute it. I mean, you can mute servers. That's true. You can absolutely do that, but I think I'm just thinking as like a whole lot from my own perspective, which is like, if I see that a server that I'm in has like one of those notification things on it, like even if it's like just one of those like, oh, someone typed a message, like not even a ping, just a message. I want to get rid of the dot. I want to get rid of the little message icon. I want to get rid of it entirely. Which works better on some servers than others. But yeah, there's some logistics I gotta figure out there. I've been a mod on both Twitch and Discord for a friend, and it's usually chill. I mean, it usually is, yeah. There's been, I count maybe one time where I've had to step in and figure out some sort of situation that happened on Discord, but that was ages ago. So just one of those really rare cases. More so than that, there's just been kind of nothing really. And most that I have to do here on Twitch and YouTube is just get rid of comments or whatever from bots, which is a pretty easy done deal. Can get a little annoying at times, but it's pretty easy to do. Also, this is a big ass ocean. Whole lot of wet right here. But this is good. This is good. Over that way somewhere is supposed to be some sort of mangrove. I meet a lot of people on Twitch, and I've actually been a mod on 90% of them easy. That's cool. How big was your paycheck? Don't even ask? Cool. So they just give you the moderating tool and then you're just good? Because I've given moderation options for, I think, 2 people. One of which is no longer, like, in the community. I haven't seen them in ages. And the other person shows up very, very, very occasionally. So, don't really have active moderators. But again, it's not really a problem. At least not yet. Things are not at a scale yet where it's a big deal. Where am I at now? Okay, well, I'm getting closer, but it's still fucking miles away. I need to go a bit more left. Maybe not directly over that fucking temple, though. That seems like a bad idea. Just filed my taxes. Let's go. Let's fucking go! IRS will not be coming after me. Let's go! I like joining only smaller streams so I can actually become mates with people instead of a parasocial relationship. That is a very sweet sentiment. It really is. And like, of course I would like the channel to, or the both channels to grow. I would like the Twitch and YouTube channel to grow. But I also really hope that it won't, you know, get out of hand. Like, I would probably kill myself if I get to Mr. Beast levels of numbers. I mean, to be fair, to get to that point, you do have to, like, make some sort of deal with maybe not the devil, but holy shit, you gotta do some... You don't just get there for being, like, a good guy. You just can't get that big and not step on someone's toes or kick someone's kneecaps, you know? Maybe he didn't like kicking people in the kneecaps, but he must have done so. I kind of refuse to believe you get to that point without doing that, at least at some degree. Somewhere down the chain, someone's gonna get screwed over. Blowing up overnight would be a lot for anyone. Sure it would be. So I just sort of hope the community, like, that it, like, stays at a reasonable level. And, like, I can't control it, other than just, well, if I stop doing it entirely, then yeah, I can put an end to it, I guess. Sort of. There's also that whole recognizability thing where Like, what's the name of the woman? Jenna Marbles? Like, she stopped doing videos or whatever. But, like, even so, that she doesn't have to deal with that side of things anymore, she will still be recognized on the street, by people or whatever. Maybe less so since you're less in the public eye all the time, but, like, that's still a factor. So, yeah, even if I were to put the brakes on, say hypothetically, I got fucking 1 million subscribers overnight, wouldn't happen, but just say hypothetically, right? And that just felt like too much or whatever, and I then just stopped producing content or whatever. It would still just be like not entirely stopped, you know. Her fans were kind of nuts. Her husband Julian still does make content though. That's cool. That's cool. But I think I had the idea, which is not really an original idea, but I had the thought, like, what would I do if things were to get to a level where I'm just like kind of uncomfortable with the amount of attention. And I think at that point, if I ever were to reach that, I would probably like make an open statement like for the next like if in 5 years or so, if I still feel like this is too much, then I'll just put an end to it. So the channel has like a amount of time to live basically, and then at this point in the future, if I feel like it's still too much and I like, if my mind hasn't changed on it, maybe then I would just stop producing things. Because I do think it's important to know. I'm never gonna get rid of all evidence of my streaming or whatever. I would probably just leave all that up online. Because it just seems kind of dumb to remove things that some people enjoy. Also, am I going the right way? Yeah, I'm getting closer. Ish. Like, I would still leave my videos and whatever up for people to see. I would just, like, stop producing new stuff. But again, I'm not there yet, and maybe I will never get there. I've been streaming for 3-ish years? Or is it getting closer to... Is it, like, 3.5? God, it might be, like, 3.5. Maybe even 4. Probably not 4. I've been streaming for a long time. Period. I've been streaming and making videos semi-occasionally for quite a while now. And things have not really astronomically taken off. Which is kind of alright. Like, I think I've talked about it before, but sure, it is kind of soul draining when you've had like a lot of streams where like there's just been nothing, no traffic whatsoever. But I feel like I'm at a point where I'm sort of past that, which is what I'm really grateful for. Like, I'm glad that I have a small community. So familiar faces will show up pretty frequently. I'd say it's more so rare to have a stream where someone doesn't show up. So streaming now is it's just really fun. Also, honk the horn! We got mangrove, baby! There it is! Mangrove ahoy! God, that's nice. But why did you have to be so far away? I'm like... Okay, almost at negative 4,000 and negative 6,000. Almost to those numbers. And I'm living it basically not too far away from 0, 0. Fuck you, but also thank you for not being too far away. I mean, it could have been 10,000. It could have been. God, the game is lagging a little bit. It's too many leaves. Let's go niche community. Let's go niche community. Let's go. No, but genuinely, I do really. I recognize that I've worked hard for what I have at this point. Um, I still really hate what is there a baby rabbit over there? I don't know. I still hate when I mention that I stream to like just friends or whatever, or people that I meet, and they're like, "Oh, really? How many viewers do you get?" I'm just like, "Oh God, here we go again." Because like, if you know that it's really good, actually, like really impressive to have like a pretty steady amount of viewers and whatever. It's like like if you have a small community, that's really impressive. Because you managed to actually scrape that together. You put in the work to make that happen, right? But if you're speaking to someone that's like not really too familiar with how streaming works, god damn, it just sounds so pitiful sometimes. Like, yeah, like I usually have like one or two people show up. It's like, god damn it. Like, I like those people that show up. It's great. But it does sound really lame sometimes when you put it into words like that. Also, was that the whole tree here? Did I miss something? That was just a weird first tree to start with, I guess. But yeah, if you're ever gonna start streaming, try your best to not tell people that you do streaming. Because, oh boy, it just kills you inside. I have to try and explain some of it. Although I did have an interaction not too long ago where one of my classmates mentioned that they were curious about starting streaming themselves because they had like some streamer friends and whatever, and I had an opportunity to like, lay down some knowledge that I had gained. Um, starting small and all that. So that's pretty cool. Pretty neat. Also not sure if I'm gonna need these roots, but I'll take them anyway. Ow. Legs. Is that another sapling? No. The weird texture. Could I have at least one more sapling? Game? I mean, one is enough, but like, I would really appreciate at least two, right? I'm not asking for the world, I'm just asking for one more. I'm pretty sure I knocked down one more, and I don't know where it went. Like, hello? God damn it. Yeah, I've been debating starting up actual YouTube stream content just to do something creative outside work. It is genuinely a lot of fun, if that's like what you're into. Um, so I would say give it a shot. And like, certainly, and when it comes to uploading YouTube videos, lower your expectations. Like, even if you end up making a video that blows up, and maybe even get a bunch of subscribers for it, doesn't really matter anymore. Because YouTube is so feed-based at this point, and it will not really show you stuff from people that you follow. YouTube will just sort of, the feed will only be like what you're actually watching, I guess. Yeah, unless you're like watching everything that a YouTuber that you like uploads, then you're not gonna see them all the time. Um, but yeah, I feel like YouTube's particularly feels so demoralizing a lot of the time. Because you put in so much effort and then the algorithm just like it's not entirely the algorithm's fault, because like it does try to push it out to people, and then if people don't click the video, then they just don't click the video. But it can be so demoralizing opening up YouTube Studio to just see how a video is performing and all that. Like, it can really suck. So you gotta keep that in mind. And the most important thing is to make content for your own sake. To have fun with it. You also have some basic stream knowledge since you've been in so many streams. Cool. It's not the most useful knowledge to have, I'll admit, but it is knowledge. And when you can whip it out, it's great. If a few uploads that did well, but that's mainly because it was tutorial videos for a class I TA'd? I'm not following what TA'd means. I don't know. Teaching assistant. Ah, cool. YouTube does show streams very often if you are subscribed. That is true. But it's just like say hypothetically, if you were to like not say, there's also the saying like if a YouTuber doesn't upload in forever, like if say they take a break or whatever, it's like the algorithm is just worse at pushing out videos or something. That's not always the case, but it's a lot of the time the case. I've seen so many channels just die, and they have millions of subscribers, but they're just dead in the water. And the content is like what it used to be. It's just that it's been a hiatus. People forgot about it, so it's no longer in their feeds. Maybe they're more like there's this YouTube channel that I really like called Bobby Duke Arts, which fantastic channel. The guy makes a really cool stuff. I'm also really great friends with his one of his daughters, Avery. Shout out Avery. Sick person. She knows how to fly a plane. Even more sick. But yeah, I really like his content. Like a lot of really cool projects is what he's made. But and he has a lot of subscribers, but like nowadays the views are just not as good, even though the art isn't like worse off or anything. And maybe you could make the argument like the style of video needs to change or something, but I don't really think that's the case. I really don't. There's an audience for it. It's just that the audience is like not notified anymore or something else. Like it's things certainly have changed in one way or another. It also rewards quantity, not quality, unfortunately. Exactly. Like it really just cares mostly about, because at the end of the day, these platforms, they care about how good are you at keeping people on our platform. So if you're good at like regularly uploading content and regularly producing stuff, I also just hate the word content. If you're good at regularly producing videos that people want to watch, then you're doing great. You're gonna do great because that's what YouTube wants. But if you're one of those people that will upload very occasionally and your name is not HBomberGuy, then things are gonna tank, unfortunately. That's just the way it is. So really at the end of the day, if you want to especially start YouTube, you just got to have a passion and like a genuine desire to make videos. Like if you have an idea, like you're writing scripts or whatever, recording, editing and all that. And I would say that I do have that passion. But it's just one of those things where it's like it takes a while for me to find a video concept that I really want to work on. And even when I do eventually make that video, it might not perform that well. So The whole ass game. And I mean, if you wanna, if you really want to get successful on YouTube, what's the YouTube meta nowadays? Because for a while there, the meta was pregnant Elsa Spider-Man videos. What's the meta now? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I could never swallow that pill, though. That's like not even just a tough pill to swallow. That is impossible for me to swallow. I don't think I could ever go down that route and look at myself the same way in the mirror. I don't think I could do that. Also, wow, pretty sunset. Beautiful. If you are starting, make a bunch of videos and wait and upload each on a schedule, because as you said before, you gotta keep it consistent. Pretty much. I would just say treat it as a hobby. If you want to actually get successful off of it, that's probably what you should do. But I treat both this and YouTube as just purely hobbies. That sure enough, they could, you know, spark something, I guess, but I feel like chasing success online nowadays is just like, if it works out, great. If it doesn't, I don't care. At the end of the day, there's also that part of me is like, I kind of want to have a job that's like actually somehow contributing to society. At least a little bit. Like, even if it's just working at a fucking supermarket. Like, you know, because this is just entertainment. And if I can entertain, that's cool. That also serves a purpose, but like, you know. It's not immediately helpful, is it? Dude, I've been nearly streaming for an hour to get this fucking mangrove. How far away am I from home? God, I'm still miles away. Dude, fuck this. Just fuck it. Whatever. At least I got the fucking tree now, so we're good on that front. You've heard that advice a lot? Yep. I feel like we just went, in general, my own philosophy when it comes to uploading stuff to the internet is just have fun. It's the main thing, just have fun and don't take it too seriously. If you want to take it seriously, that's cool, that's great, but that's just not for me. I don't think I could ever really do that. I'm following 60 old streams, 60 old friends on Twitch, and yet only 2 of them stream anymore. Yeah. It's very understandable. God, there's so much lag. Is it lagging crazy in the game? Or is it just the water texture that's making me freak out? I don't know what's happening. Yeah, you really gotta enjoy streaming if you're to keep up with it. You also gotta be really good at talking to yourself. And enjoy talking to yourself. Because there's gonna be a whole lot of that. But luckily I have 2 very wonderful people in chat, so that's nice. Today is not one of those days where I have to be all alone with my own thoughts. I have other thoughts too. And that over there, that's the mountain that had the weird terrain generation, right? I think it is. Yes, it is. Good, good, good. Then we're almost home. Ish. This dude thinks could be me. I don't think, I just do. The hell is a thought? I haven't thunk a think in my whole life. I gotta say, some of this terrain generation, as much as it is fucked up, it looks really cool. Also, is that just a random patch of blocks up there? There's nothing over there. What's happening? Mojang, your homework is a little scuffed, I gotta say. You gotta do over. Like, you do get a passing grade, but also, like, you just get rid of these. I think the most consistent way I've seen people watch smaller streams is Gartic Phone. The fuck is a Gartic Phone? I feel like I've heard of that, but I'm not entirely sure if I have. Probably get some berries too, by the way, now that I'm here. Cannot remember if I got some before. Ow. I'm gonna look it up, actually. Again, I should know what it is, because it sounds somewhat familiar. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've seen it. But you need friends for that, though, and, ya boy don't got friends. Oh, you play with the community. Right, yeah. That is true, that is true. I do technically have friends in that way. I will say though, I've wanted to stream games with friends. Like for a moment I even thought of playing Minecraft with a friend of mine or something. But the problem is I don't have that many friends to begin with. Uh, and some of them I really don't think would um I don't think it would work very well to stream with them. And also, am I going the right way? Sure. Let's just hypothetically say that I'm going the right way. I have thought about the main problem that I have is just the fact that it's like asking someone to consistently like follow my schedule for those Minecraft streams. Like it's just like it doesn't really work unless they're also streamers streaming at like either similar times or they can agree to stream at those times as well. Or we just both compromise on a specific stream schedule for specifically this series. God, I said specifically so many times. But just I don't have that. Like I don't know. Well, no, I do know some people that stream, but we're not really friends. At the very least, not close friends. So it's a bit weird to ask. And sure, that could blossom into something. That could always happen, but I don't know. People who join random Minecraft streams usually want to ask, hey, can I join? And if you say no, they leave. It's super annoying. Yeah, I can understand that. When I was playing... it wasn't Terraria, although it certainly happened when I was playing Terraria 2, fucking ages ago. What fucking game was that I played? Well, people kept asking. Was it? Some people asked if they could play when I was streaming Far Cry 5 and I was doing my shovel-only run for that game. But a lot of them didn't leave. Some of them actually stuck around just because the concept was fun. But I definitely know what you mean. That happens a lot for certain games. Sorry, cows. I need your leather. Your delicious, delicious leather. Also, remember what I said about like I think it was the last stream that I said it. How old words in English tend to be very similar in Swedish because of the Viking trade stuff that was happening. Check it out, leather, leather, leather. Very similar, right? Maybe not exactly in how it's spelled, but pretty similar. That's a callback. Again, I hope you all study for the test, because there's going to be a test. At the end of this whole journey, there's going to be a grandiose test. And if you don't ace it, well, then you don't ace it, that's all. I don't know if I recognize where I am. Like, I'm good because I'm heading in the right direction, but it's like, not entirely the case that I recognize where I am right now. Let me get up to this map. Oh, well, I know where I am now. Never mind. We're good. There's Cherry Hill over that way, so we're good. I'm just glad you actually played games instead of Rocket League or CSGO, Valorant, etc. Seeing the Luigi skin gave me hope. Well, yeah, first and foremost, I'm just not really a fan of competitive games like that. I fucking suck at competitive games, and also compare myself way too much to people anyway, and I don't need to have another excuse to compare myself to the fucking 6-year-old that just fucking rocked my ass on this online game. Like, I don't need that in my life. So I tend to just not play those games. I think the only multiplayer game as of late that I've spent a lot of time in that's actually PvP is Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. It's a wonderful game. Love that game. It's jank as all hell in a lot of ways, and you move so slowly in it, but I just think the concept itself is so funny that you turn Plants vs. Zombies into a third-person shooter. But other than that, I just try to play single-player games. It's kind of just more my thing. That or co-op games where we actually play together, not against each other. And also, I just like to keep things fresh. Like, if I were to... Because I could easily make my channel like a From Software games type of thing, where I do a bunch of challenge runs, and I play all the fucking... The Elden Rings, and the Dark Souls, and all that stuff over and over and over again. Because, like, I love those games, I'm somewhat okay at them, like... I could certainly just become a channel for that, but... It becomes a bit monotonous at a certain point. It's just a bit one note. Like, there was a point where I was streaming a lot of the From Software games, like, back to back, which was intentional. I wanted to get through all of them. Like, I hadn't streamed all of them, so I was trying to get through all of them that way. And, yeah, toward the end there, it got pretty fucking like, okay, here we go again. Elden Ring is one of those good examples where it's just like, that one can be a little, long. It's just a lot of game to get through. It also doesn't help that because you have less fun inherently playing those games in the long run when you're just playing them over and over and over again. You also get more frustrated when things don't go your way, which certainly happens every once in a while. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm supposed to go this way. I'm getting lost, even though I know where I am. It's really weird. So yeah, I like to do variety streaming, like streaming a variety of games and doing a variety of things, because it just keeps me on my toes, keeps me doing new stuff, feels fresh. It's also just a wonderful excuse to finish games that I haven't finished yet. Because I like to finish like games on stream, so that's like a finished series. And if it's a game then that I normally on my own haven't been able to finish because I just like sort of lost interest, then I can push through those segments that are kind of like boring, and then what do you know, maybe I actually end up really liking a game at the end of the day. It's a very cool thing. Anyway, we made it back. We have the mangrove stuff. I'm gonna go plant this one immediately. And I swear to dog, if a creeper so even comes nearby and is like, hey, might I interest you in a big old explosion? I'm just gonna tell him, sir, could we reschedule until I have a few more saplings, please? Could you at least like come back maybe a few days later? I'd really appreciate that. And then he'd probably blow up anyway, but you know, I'd at least ask nicely. That away, put this away, put this in here, put this in here. Right. Okay. I need to ponder a little bit. Because the thing is, I want... Now that I have the mangrove, I want to swap out all the oak wood planks for mangrove. I want to change these oak pillars to be white, of some kind. Not necessarily birch, because that's a little off, but I want it to be white. Because I want it to look like a traditional Swedish house. Question is, do I spend a bunch of time getting stuff together to go to the nether so that I can get quartz for that, or do I instead just make like white concrete blocks? Because white concrete blocks would be a lot easier to do. In fact, I've just answered my own question. I'm gonna go do that. Problem solved. I figured it out. I want to leave this here though. Although, do I want to do that immediately? Minecraft multiplayer is fun if people can build. I joined a closed professional building server a while ago, and it's been fun making friends with the 10 other members. Yeah. The main thing that keeps me going when I'm playing Minecraft on my own is coming up with dumb projects. Now, we haven't hit that point in the game yet, because I haven't, like, ran out of things to do. There's still so much more setup that I gotta do. But rest assured, the dumb projects will ensue eventually. Build the wizard's tower. That is a dumb project that I will eventually actually scratch that. It's not a dumb project. That's rude. It's a brilliant project. That will come soon enough. Very soon. But maybe not this moment, like right this moment soon. Let's see. Let's just get the house underway. Let's make a Swedish little cottage first. Let me get the shovel. How much gravel do I have? I don't need that much to make the concrete that I need. I think it's 12 blocks that I'm gonna need, so I'm gonna need at least 8 pieces of gravel, which I feel like I should have. I've got plenty of grus. I got plenty of sand. This is not a problem. And what do you know? I've already got bone meal. Most of my builds are references or are based on Zelda. That is very great. Zelda's cool. That's neat. Most of my builds are... I'm trying to think, on the world that I made for my... When I first got Minecraft for PC, when I came back to Minecraft after years of not having played the game, the first thing I did was... it wasn't the first thing I did, but on that, my brain is just working at like 0.0 megabytes per second. Like the internet speeds in my brain are so slow. I made a mob grinder like this one. It was just a giant square thing on some stilts. And I was like, that's, you know, kind of boring looking. I want to do something to it. So what I did is that I made a giant pig head on top of the mob grinder. So that was cool. Giant pig head for no reason. Made a giant skull out of all the cobblestone that I amassed from strip mining. That was also pretty neat. I made a small enclosure for my pet turtle, which I called Oogway, and it was like half of the yin yang symbol was like water and half the other yin yang symbol was sand. So that was pretty neat. 2.2 kilobytes per second. Exactly. Upload speeds are terrible. It's another reason I should probably get myself checked to see if I have some sort of ADHD. I don't know. But I don't know, every test I've taken online just is like, nah, you're good, you're fine. No reason to be suspicious. Like, okay, whatever you say. And if I'm on the spectrum, I'm like on the fucking... I'm on the very faint side of it. There's a whisper of ADHD and autism somewhere. But probably not much more than that. Put in these. Go to bed. Close eyes and sleep. Thank you. And in the morning, I'll cut down my walls. Scratch that, I won't. I gotta fucking get the materials to make an axe. But in conclusion, make things, build things. I feel like it's something that really annoys me whenever I do play Minecraft with a bunch of friends, or like when I'm invited to a server, is that it feels like I'm the only person that like is concerned about just having fun building things. Like I always end up playing with people that are all about min-maxing, and like 2 seconds in, they're already on their way to the end with all kinds of diamonds in their back pocket. It's just like, that's cool that you can play that well, but also like, are you having fun? Like, if it feels like you forgot to play the game, well, maybe that's just me. I don't know. The LaCroix of autism, exactly. Yeah, I got that for sure. There's a good chance. I genuinely wouldn't be surprised though, because like my eldest brother has autism, not to a severe degree, but like enough to where it's like I would say, I don't know how to put it, because I would say enough to where it's noticeable, but you can also notice whatever. It's like it's enough to like impede him in certain ways, but not to where it's like super impeding or anything. To put it that way. And my younger brother, my youngest brother, I only have 2 brothers, so eldest has autism, youngest, he has ADHD, which he got diagnosed with later on in life. My dad must have ADHD or something. Like, he's probably just undiagnosed. Because just the way he behaves just makes a lot of sense for that to be the case. So, wouldn't surprise me if I had a touch of at least ADHD. But what do I know? I always get villagers first, and it's annoying moving them later. It is annoying to move them later. But I will deal with the annoyance later. I procrastinate such things, and then when I eventually get around to doing it, I swear. And I complain over my own actions. Also, it's kind of weird, but I somewhat like how open my house is. I don't have walls anymore, but I'm starting to think that maybe I didn't need walls. Society doesn't need walls. It's like the air in here feels so fresh now. But anyway, let's put up some walls again, huh? Let's do that. Oh, this is gonna be wonderful. Oh, dude. It feels like being home again. I think I need to change the rooftop to be deep slate instead, because it's more common to have black rooftops in Sweden. That or like copper rooftops. But dude, we're getting there. I'm not really sure what to do about the little edge down here. Because I like having like a strip of something at the bottom, but the problem is I kind of want to just... This is not a nice small strip. This is too much. You know what I mean? Also pitch black in here again. Let me put up torches. Put one there. Put one here. Not great, but that'll do. Nice. Found out I had ADHD at 22. It was great. Yeah, I mean, like, having a diagnosis just recontextualizes things so much. Like, I haven't been diagnosed with ADHD, but I remember, like, how much easier things got when I got diagnosed with depression for the first time, because it was just like, again, it just, the amount that it recontextualizes is just insane. Like, because I started going easier on myself, because I realized, like, I'm being super self-negative because that's just how my brain has been for the past forever at this point. Like, I'm being unnecessary. Oh, hello, tree. All roots, no stem, apparently. Like, I realized that it was easier to recognize when I was being too hard on myself. When I was just being just too anti myself. So having a diagnosis of any kind, it just recontextualizes so much. Because like, if I got diagnosed with ADHD, I'd cut myself so much more slack over how, you know, I always sucked at math. That's not necessarily linked, because like you can still be good at math and have ADHD, obviously, but it just makes more sense why I couldn't fucking pay attention very well in certain classes. But also, again, I'm still to believe that I probably don't have ADHD because I've been doing just fine in school. It hasn't really been a problem. I've passed every single class I've taken, and not really with much struggle. I was like on average in year 7 to 9, I was like a C in most things. And then I had a couple of A's, a couple of B's, and I think when I graduated from 9th grade, I had no... I think the lowest I had must have been a D, but I can't remember if that was even the case. If there actually was a D. Like, I don't know. Just so wild turkey, what the fuck. That's an ADHD statement. It's like, wow, turkey. They let you raw dog ADHD for years if you're smart. Well, yes then. I was like top of my high school grade wise, but like got crippled by it in college because I didn't know how to study. Oh yeah, right. That is kind of fair because I suppose I wasn't really studying most of the time in year 7 to 9 because I was really just like doing the most basic thing, which was just letting the teacher talk and doing my best to listen. And that worked out just fine most of the time. Um, I guess the only time I studied for a test, or studied in general, would be like for English class, but I wasn't studying necessarily. I was just watching YouTube, which I was doing anyway. I think really though, what's fucked me over most of the time in school has always been the fact that I'm just not given enough time to think on my own. And like I understand logistically why the school system wants to just have it be the case that the teachers will just explain things to students that are stuck at a question. But I learn so much more, like I get the hang of things so much better if I can work around the problem myself. And I had several counseling sessions where they were like, you gotta ask for help more. And like, I get what you mean, but also like it's not helping me to ask for help. It's just not. So hard to explain. Let me ponder. Let me ponder over this question, please. Let me consider the deep arcane knowledge before asking for assistance. Ow, legs, they hurt. Let me just pick the final details here. I'm probably gonna remake this house at some point to make it like slightly bigger or something. So I'm not too concerned with how things are right now. Because in the future, I might just do a thing where I make a base, like a foundation of cobblestone or something, and then put the house on it, and then things would make a bit more sense. So right now, it's a bit too small to have this border down here. But anyway, we got red walls and white stems. Swedish house, pretty much complete. I do want to add the correct shade on the rooftop. It needs to be a bit darker. What's two plus two? Let me ask my orb. You just pull out one of those 8-ball things, shake it around, and it's just like, what do you think? Like, god damn you, orb. I was asking you because I don't know what I think. Right, I need to consider again. Actually, I don't need to consider how much materials I'll need for this rooftop. I can just remove the rooftop and I'll know. I'll deal with the roots later. Were there no more saplings coming out of that whole situation? I feel like I've been scammed by this transaction and I'm not having it. I am just not having it. How dare thee? Mojang, I've paid for this game 3 times now. There's another one. Nice. We'll just put this one here. They're probably a bit too close, but whatever. Who cares? Right, rooftop. One of them went on the ground, really? Sometimes the frame rate just becomes so much worse, and I'm not really sure why. I don't really care enough to fix it, because it's just not that big of a deal. Oh yeah, so I had the thought recently, because it's been revealed that Blue Point, before they were shut down, because of course they had to be shut down. Fucking again, you don't. I want to put this out there again. You do not need AAA gaming. AAA gaming is not necessary. It's totally fine to buy AAA games, but also, you know, recognize that by giving the money, you are basically saying you are okay with their business practices. Just want to put that out there. That is what you're basically telling them if you're giving them money. Anyway, um, it was revealed that there was a pitch for a Bloodborne remake, and that didn't come through because From Software was basically just like, well, we want to make that. So, or I think that was the case. They wanted to make it, so they basically said, no, we don't give you the blessing for that. No, I guess he's back again. Pineapple still sucks on pizza. Well, that's still just your opinion, but fair. um, Anywho, yeah, Blue Point, they had pitched a Bloodborne remake, and that was shut down because From Software was just like, we want to make that or whatever, so they didn't get their blessing. Got it, cool. I still don't understand, though, why Sony has not just approved, like, an update for Bloodborne to just boost the frame rate a little bit, just boost the performance, just boost it a little bit. Because it's been proven with the modding community that people could just fucking take the game and mess around with it and just make it like work on computers and shit. Like, even if you don't have like the source like project anymore or whatever, like what some people has labeled as like the reason for why they can't like just go in and do it. Even if that's hypothetically the case, you could still fix that. Just hire a modder and have them fix it. Have them do that. It would be so easy. And yet, nay, you do not. What a company. What can I say? Server caps didn't realize was on. Also, I never got PC yesterday. Well, that's sad. But hey, every day is a new day with an opportunity for pizza. You never know when a pizza might come around the corner and stab you. But if you're quick enough, you can grab the knife and stab the pizza, and then you have dinner. Right. How many more steps do I need? I'm gonna need probably 8. 8 more. And then I'm gonna need, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24 slabs. Got it. Where's the piece Jim or whatever his name was? It was Jim. You remembered correctly. Good old Jim. I'll never forget him. Except for the fact that I did forget about him and you brought him back into my memory. I still forgot to make the goddamn step, son of a bitch. This. And this. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bam. Good. Good, 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 good. that's the wrong place to put that. It wouldn't really make any sense, but it would be kind of nice to add a chimney to my house. But I'm afraid to make a good-looking chimney, it would be a bit too big for this house. Maybe a future remodeling can add that. And hold on. Gotta get rid of these. And finished. Swedish house. Doesn't look incredible, I will admit. Although the bush is covering up the window, son of a bitch. And I removed this bush, son of a bitch. Hold on. There. House. Thinking back on all those hours I spent looking for mangrove, and looking now at the end result, not quite worth the transaction of time that it took, but you know what? It's alright. It'll do. At least it's a bit more colorful. I gotta put up here to... Let's see. I'll just write down enchant. Mint. Because I need to do that. I need to... make... farm. You're about to eat eggs, bacon, beans, and toast. So you're from the UK? Or just a fan of UK cuisine? Specifically, the beans and toast was maybe? Am I off? Right, I was gonna make the enchantment room a farm, and then I was gonna make oh, I need another port at some point. For the UK, cool. Not beans on toast. Beans on toast sucks. Hey! Reasonable statement. I've never had it. Admittedly, I've never had it, so... who knows, maybe I would like it, but... conceptually, I don't like it. It's a bit cursed. Says the guy that's from the country that has a delicacy which is basically rotten fish. I see, I need another portal as well. I need to farm the chamber room. Is there anything else I need? I should probably think about expanding my house at some point, just making it a bit bigger, but it's not crucial. I think those are reasonable steps. I'm having eggs, toast, and bacon, and as a side, beans. Delicious. Fucking bellissimo. Whatever that means. I'm pretty sure it's Italian for... it's Italian for bellissimo. It is Italian, right? God, I hope it's Italian. I'm gonna look real stupid if it isn't Italian. What the dog doing? The dog is sitting on my bed because he's safe there. All right. So, I'm thinking. Hold the phone, guys. I'm thinking. Of breaking news. Idiot tries to think. I'm thinking that I make a bridge over the little river here to the other side there. And over there, I make the farm where I keep the animals. I think that's a pretty good idea. Um, when I play Minecraft, I make them breed and I have a dog army to kill the dragon. I basically do the opposite. I basically just get a dog and then I keep him in my base because I'm way too. Eventually, I let him out on walks, but most of the time, I'm just scared that he'll perish in the war. And I don't want that for him. I really don't. Um, he needs to live. I will say it kind of. Oh, hello, tree. It kind of sucks that this river is so shallow. It really does. Like, this river is the type of river that would stop, like, they would not give someone a second date because they didn't like their eyebrows. Like, a really shallow river. So, maybe I'll have to spend some time digging it out a little bit, making it a little deeper. Just for the aesthetics, of course. In my server, I have right now, I had like 12 dogs and they all died in the nether. See, I don't think I could emotionally recover from that. I just don't think I could. I could barely emotionally recover from day-to-day activities, so I'm not sure if that would I can't afford the therapy right now. What can I say? Also, yeah, I'm just committing. I'm gonna dig out this river a little bit. Um, this shovel is not gonna make it though. That's fine. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Oh, actually, you know what I gotta write down on my to-do list that I just realized? I gotta put it down. I gotta. Super important. Red scarf log on. Can I put it in there? Oh, it's too long. Fuck. Let's put down the flag. I gotta put down the Swedish flag somewhere around my house to just really signify that this is indeed my own territory. To keep the Danish away. The Norwegians will be allowed to pass, occasionally. And maybe in the future I'll work out a deal with the Danish, who knows? Perhaps, mayhaps. Hold on, I just came back and it hurts too long. I was not referring to my penis. Don't worry. That thing is the opposite of too long. In fact, it's pretty hard to find. Some say it's a myth. It doesn't actually exist. It's just a concept. Right. Shovel. I'm gonna get a diamond one, because fuck it. I feel like I've earned myself a diamond shovel. I like the blue hues. You're starving, your food's still 8 minutes. That sucks. I just hope that by the time your food is ready, you're not like at that point where you've been hungry for so long that your body is like kicked in on like using its reserves. So you're like you're hungry, you're still like empty in the stomach, but it's like you're not as excited about the food anymore. You know what I mean? Because that's the worst. That's just upsetting. Like, that is almost more upsetting than your Minecraft dogs dying in the nether. Just almost. Very nearly. I wonder where this cave goes. This underwater cave. Maybe I'll make a secret base down there. Who knows? Probably not. It seems like a lot of effort. I think you should let me join your server so I can definitely not kill your dog. Well, unfortunately, this is not a server. It's just locally hosted on my own computer. So, can't. Again, the dog remains safe in the house. And the benefit of doing all this digging is that I do get all this sand. So, if I ever need a bunch of it, then I got it. Forgot to subscribe yesterday, so I did just now. Thank you! Thank you for subscribing, and welcome to the Knights of Chatterina. Hope you enjoy your stay. I also realized I need to fix my alerts so it also shows YouTube subscriptions, if I can even make that happen. Should be able to, but I gotta just at least do the research. Because so far, I only have alerts for Twitch stuff happening. Alright, I think the river is deep enough at this point. I think it is. I'd say it looks deep enough. Now I just gotta find out how to make a half-decent design of a bridge to cross this. That's gonna be a tricky one to solve. And I kind of wanted to go at an angle. Angle, because for some reason I just feel like that would look nicer. To have it like go from here to there. But I also don't want the bridge to be too long, you know what I mean? Because that would look a little off. We'll see what I do. We'll see what I do, what I come up with. Do I play on Minecraft servers? Very occasionally. Very, very occasionally. Whenever I'm invited, I'll usually do it, but I don't know. Like I've usually just had more fun doing just one-to-one co-op with friends than I have had on servers, because I feel like I either get left out on servers, or it's just like I feel like, because like I'm an old man. I play Minecraft a lot slower than everyone else, and it feels like everyone else is just min-maxing the shit out of their Minecraft experience. I'm just like, what's happening? Where are we? Oh, we finished the game yesterday? Cool. I just finished my house. Barely. Why does your dog not have a name? He does have a name. His name is Bumset. I just haven't fucking fixed the name tag situation because I don't have an anvil. Because you do still need an anvil to name the name tag, right? I'm really sure that's the case. I might be wrong, but I think that's the case. What's happening with the music right now? Why is it like oddly creepy? Stop. I do not condone this. I think it's becoming less creepy, but like why? It's all I really have to say. Why? 3 minutes left. Almost there. Put on any song and your food will be ready once the song is over. But let me see if I can figure out like a half-decent bridge design here. I would kind of want to make it out of wood. I would like to do that. Am I right? Am I right? Oh my god, do I not have my voice commands on? Really? This is embarrassing. Right. I would like to do that. Am I right? There you go. Also, computer, delete what I just said. Thank you. We forget that ever happened. Why did I put the mangroves in there? That's not where they're supposed to be. I guess I make the thing out of just regular ass oak wood, because oak wood's kind of nice. Or maybe I do a mix of like oak wood and spruce. Do I have spruce saplings? I've got spruce trees that have already grown, so I can already just use that. This music is so off. Why did they approve this music? Like, it's just... again, it's not bad. It's just, it's not Minecraft. Like, like I've said it before, I'm inherently not gonna like the new music. Because it's just, I vastly prefer the original score by C418. But a lot of the new tracks do try to emulate the vibe of C418's score. But this one is just like... I feel like it's missing the mark entirely. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like it's missing the mark entirely. Also, I could make the bridge out of bricks. I'm just not really a fan of the bricks. I guess it depends on what type of bricks. If you're referring to like just the ones you make from clay, which I would assume not. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of bricks in general. I think wood, for a small bridge, wood just gives a cozier aesthetic. In my own humble opinion. Like, this music, weirdly enough, sounds like Stardew Valley music, kind of. Which, again, not bad, but it's not Minecraft. Did I get the last block then? I think I did. I think I heard what dinner was wrong. It's eggs, bacon, hoops, and chips. Hoops and chips. I know chips is like not what I think of when I hear the word chips. I know that. But what the fuck is hoops? Are you eating the thing that you throw basketballs into? Or is it like the French fries is chips? Yeah, I know that much. I know that one. But what is hoops? Is it onion rings? Because that is a fun way of saying... That is a fun way of saying onion rings, for sure. It's basically beans, but hoop-shaped. That's like more confusing than... Hold on. I need more research. Hold on. This is confusing me. No, that's like a snack. That's not it. What if I add beads? Uh, yeah, this is mighty confusing. I don't know. So confused. I think I'm just left with more questions than answers. But you know what? It's food. It is food. Down some more saplings just to regrow these. Nice. Go ahead and put this here. No, put it away. Now let me consider for a moment. How the fuck am I gonna make this bridge? Cause this is a bit of a pickle. This goes... Where's the... I need some construction blocks. I need some dirt. Some regular ass dirt. This'll do. Just a better version of beans. Alright, beans the sequel, got it. Cool. Excited. I want to see how the angle is. If I were to make it directly like a 45-degree angle, then it would go over there. I think the angle would be a little off if I were to do that, though. I think I'm gonna have to make like a mixed situation here, and that's scary because that might look really weird. And normally I wouldn't care, but also I'm streaming now. Also, why is the water being a weird? I thought the water would no, son of a bitch. No, Faha. God damn it. Get a bucket. Get 3 buckets, why not? Can I just fix this? Oops, hold on. No, because I need a block to put it on. Oh, that didn't do it. Fucking son of... Is it solving itself? Oh. It's water physics have always confused me so much in this fucking game. But if I remove this, won't it just... No, it's good. All good. Sorry, what the fuck is... Shut the It's meatballs. Although, weirdly, it's a weird word, because, like, as much as it is meatballs, it's not entirely correct, because, like... like the first part, shut, K TT, that means meat, so that's accurate. But the second part, bullar, at least to me, means more like bun, as in like cinnamon bun or something. So like, bread, and it's not bread, not even bun shaped. So I'm just like, why did we decide on shut bullar? Like that is it's not like it's a sphere. Why is it not called shut boll? Shut bollar? I don't know, maybe that was a bit too, I don't know. Maybe there was a whole ass election about this at some point and I just missed it. I don't know. I really don't. Shut bullar your national dish. I wouldn't really say it is. I'm not even really sure what our national dish would be. I would also say just like köttbullar on their own is not really what I would associate with Sweden. It's like the reason they become Swedish meatballs is what you have them with, like what you serve the meatballs with. So I would say if you serve the meatballs with potatoes, either like mashed potatoes or boiled potatoes, with some jam, lingonberry jam, um, then then it's Swedish meatballs. Then I would classify that as Swedish meatballs. But what our national dish would be, that one I'm not so sure about. Because I feel like a lot of people associate Sweden and Scandinavia in general with surströmming, the fermented fish. But not a lot of us eat it. Like, a lot of it gets eaten, but I'm not someone that eats it. Because I recognize that it's disgusting. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Much like how I don't know how to solve this bridge situation. I also don't think I have enough time to figure the bridge. You know what? I'll make a bridge. It cannot take that long. If I stream a bit extra, that's fine. At the very least, I want the bridge to start here-ish. So I needed to like go in that direction. Also building in the air so I don't fuck up the water flow again, because that was annoying. It's just such a weird angle. Like, I want to connect to that part of the beach there, but it's so off. Like, I can't make a straight line here. And I'm not an engineer, so I was like, how the fuck do I solve this? I'll have to work on it. Hmm. Shit. Do that? And then do that? Right now I'm just trying to shape ish how I want it to look. And this is so awkward. Whoops. It's like, it's just eh. You know, it's just eh. Whoops, whoops, I'm in the water again. Oh, there's a piece of water that's still fucked up. God damn it. Wait, that's not right. That's not right at all. You gotta fucking. Yeah. Because I cannot make that angle work properly. God. Damn it. Alright, I'm gonna have to terraform some more to make a bridge fit here. Because I don't want it to go straight across. I kind of like it when they're like at an angle, but I think I need like a proper 45-degree angle. This is just gonna not work. I just searched up Swedish food and it's a raggmunk. Not quite, I mean, it is Swedish. It is a Swedish food, for sure. It's, kind of a mix between, like, I guess you could say a hash brown and a pancake. Like a very potato-based dish. I don't think there's any onion in it, but I guess it all depends on, like, how you make it. But I certainly wouldn't say that's like the main dish. There's also like other dishes that are I would consider Swedish, like korv makaroner, which is basically pasta noodles with chopped up pieces of falukorv, which is a common brand of sausage in Sweden. Which is not a delicious type of sausage, but it's very versatile. And I like it a lot. Tastes like childhood. Terraforming. I need sand. It's a good thing I got a lot of sand. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna extend this portion here. Because then I could make a connect over there if I just bring that a bit closer. Yeah, that could sort of work. Kind of. Sort of, kind of, maybe, perhaps. Husmanskost. Yeah, Husmanskost, for sure. That's like a catch-all term for Swedish cuisine. I guess you could call it like everyday food, is it pretty much what husmanskost means? It's the stuff that keeps the worker man going, you know what I mean? Might have to do some more terraforming underneath the water to make it look a little better, but fuck it. This will do. I want to work with some slabs, please. I think that would look a bit better. That'll do for now. Do I have any other slabs to work with? I got birch, but that's not what I need. Oh, for fuck's sake, the Danish are here again. Fucking go home! This is not your territory. I haven't put up the flag yet, but go home. You're not even moving. This is not the time to just have a moment and stare out into the sea and think about where your life's turned because of your life choices. This is not the time. Could you go? God damn it. Yeah, I'm just gonna start building my fucking bridge here, and if you are gonna become a problem, then fuck. Alright? But just don't become a problem, please. I don't need that right now. I wanna finish my bridge. This is wrong, too. I need to make the bridge higher up. Dicks. I need to remove this already. Where'd he go? Where did he... Well, I guess he left. I guess he heard me. I guess he had his moment and decided it was enough. Cool. Great. Yeah, there we go. There we go. A bit higher up. Don't want to make it too much of an arch, but I want to have a little bit of an arch. So it curves a little bit. This is... Son of a bitch. But then it's gonna look weird on both sides, and I don't want that. Dang it, I gotta fix it again. I need to move it over a little bit. Crap. What can I say? I'm not a civil engineer. I don't know how to do bridges. Bridge construction was never meant for me. Do that. Sure. Why not? There we go. Then it goes over that way, and I can make that look a little better. That's fine. Alright, bedtime. Sleepy time. Dude, that's Scully. Are you looking up terms on Google Translate? Because that was technically correct, except for the... You got the A wrong. But I'm assuming you probably don't have a Swedish keyboard. But don't call me balding, alright? I mean, you're free to do so, but please don't. I have plenty of hair, alright? I'm not balding. You will not believe the amount of hair on my ass. Am I balding on my head? Maybe. But on my ass? Oh boy, no. Hell no. That doesn't really connect quite well. Maybe if I do this? Yeah, but then it's gonna be a bit too long, and I don't want that. Don't take what I just said out of context, please. Pretty please. It's like, even there, the bridge is kind of a bit too long. But if I add some supports in the middle, it'll look better. So this will do. That'll suffice. I might even get away with making it one slab taller. But... I don't think I wanna. Because I also kind of want to put some railings on this bitch. And if I were to do that, then one more slab would fuck up that ability. I don't know. I really don't know here. There we go. You fixed the sentence. Congratulations. Congratulations. You did it. Proud of you. You get an A+ in Swedish. You know what? Fuck it. Just make the bridge taller. Fuck it. Just fuck it. God, why is my nose so itchy? Please don't. I don't want it. Stop. Ah, bless me. I'm allergic to making bridges, apparently. Oh, great. It's raining. Oh, good. Did I make it a bit higher? I think I did. Yes, I did. Uh... Also, why is it the case that objects in the water float sometimes, but not all the time? I don't quite get that. Like, that's just confused. That's just inconsistent. Straight up. There are so many times where some slabs will just go directly to the bottom of the ocean, and sometimes they'll just hang out on the surface like it's a vacation. You just can't seem to pick a lane. Maybe... I keep falling off the bridge, son of a bitch. Get rid of that. Yeah, I want to make the highest portion a little bit further in. Well, eh. Maybe with a few extra bells and whistles that'll look better. I don't know. Hello, Jadefit. How are you? Good to see you. Right, let me bust out the... Actually... Do I want to line up the whole side of the bridge with just straight up spruce logs, maybe? No. No, I don't. I do not. I've already made up my mind. I do not want to do so. I want to do that. This. I need slabs too. You're good? Cool. Nice to hear. How about you? It's good. It's great. I'm just out here in the rain, getting soaking wet. Can't figure out the engineering of my own fucking bridge. It's great. It's awesome. But yeah, no, I'm okay. I'm doing pretty good. It will come together sooner or later, I'm sure. The answers will reveal themselves to me soon enough. Does that look weird? Yes, it does look weird, but why does it look weird? Why does it look like I'm missing part of the bridge here? Well, I guess it does narrows off. Does narrows off? I guess it does narrow off in the middle. Hold on, I think the problem is if I just do that. Well, no. Still on it. Is it this I need to change to make it look a little better? Sorry for promoting my services. Do you have any plans to get custom stuff for the channel, like a logo, banner, overlays, blah, blah, blah? I would love to share my portfolio. I mean, I'm not interested. Because I just don't need it. But But I wish you the best in finding future work, because I can imagine it is quite tricky. There's a lot of scammers going around. But yeah, personally speaking, I'm just not interested. Sorry. If I need it at the moment, I can just make it myself, and I'm just not at a size of a channel where it's like necessary to like spruce things up a little bit. You know what I mean? So yeah, sorry. There. How did I do it here? I just put a slab down. Got it. For just now, you can see my artwork. If you're interested, then we'll see further. If not, at least we can be in touch so you can better know where to contact me. Listen, it's just not worth the time and effort. It's really not. Sorry. If you're looking, again, if you're looking for work, I'm just not your customer. Sorry. Not the guy. Because I just don't need it. So it would just be a waste of time to do that. For your own sake. It would just be a waste of time for you. Because I'm just not a paying customer. How's the bridge profile looking from this side over here, I wonder? You know, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. But it doesn't bring me joy. Want to add like slabs there. That would be neat. Yeah, bro, appreciate it. Anytime, anytime. I need to sleep. I'm also realizing that, yeah, this is taking a bit more time than I wanted it to, but it is fine. It is fine. I'm gonna finish this bridge before I end the stream, because I want to do so. Lord knows I have all the time in the world right now to do this, so whilst I have the time, I'm gonna push things to the extreme. Do that. And do that. And do that. At least now the general shape of the bridge is a bit better. The problem is I really, really, really would like to put in some sort of fence here, but the fence doesn't... Can we get some 45-degree angle fences in this game? That would be fucking sick. Because it really bothers me that if I want to put fences here, I gotta do it here, go out here, and then do left. You know what I mean? Or just on the inside, which wouldn't make sense. Like, come on, Mojang, I know you can do it. I know you can. Just help a guy out. I think I'll do... This is a bit high. Also a bit high. Would it make the bridge look better if I were to do that? I kind of think it would. I kind of think it would. Because then the slabs kind of act as the guardrail, essentially. Because like I'm not worried about falling down. That's not the whole point of this. The point of me wanting to have like a fence is just to make it look like there was an intention to make it so you won't fall down. That is the whole reason behind that. So I would like to achieve that, but I'm not really sure if I can. But generally speaking, I do think it would probably be a better idea to do that. I'll get some more slabs. I don't even know if I need this many, but here we go. Why did I put it here? That's not where you go. You go here. Except you don't. Actually, yes, you do. You do go there, and then you're supposed to go here. Yeah. Put it here. Okay. Put some slabs here and there, and put one here and here, and then technically some would go here and here. I need to fix this beach still. Son of a bitch. Son of a beach. Am I right? Sorry. Am I right? There we go. Do that. Cool. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. This isn't great. It doesn't look entirely natural. Which is a big stink, but fuck it. I don't need it to be perfect right now. I just want to have mainly something functional at first, and then something prettier later, I guess. But I'm starting to think that that looks pretty good. Like, it's not entirely finished. I can add more to it to make it look nicer. Right now, it's just kind of like, it just kind of looks like a smudge from over here. A brown smudge on the side profile is not very pretty. But I'm sure that I can make that look a bit better. I'm pretty confident that I can make it look better. I just wanted the shape down, and now I can fiddle with it next time. Yeah, we got a bridge. Get over to the other side very easily. I'm gonna chop down all the fucking trees over here. Then we're gonna put down a farm to start farming a bunch of cows and whatnots. I'll probably start farming some sheep too, just so that I can have a source of wool if I want to make something that requires wool. Like the flag, for example. I gotta get the flag at some point. But, yeah, we'll call it a day here. This has been a fun week, even though a lot of the week was spent just fucking finding mangrove, which, God, what a waste of time that was. But it's okay. That just means we're gonna have a mega productive week next week. I'm probably maybe there's a good chance I'm gonna do some sort of bonus stream at some point between now and next stream on Monday. Of what I don't know, but it's just I'm gonna have a lot of free time, gonna have a lot of time on my own in the house as well, so we'll see. We'll see what I do. But until the next stream, which is either on Monday or maybe sometime in between now and Monday, I hope you all have a wonderful evening, morning, day, night, whatever it might be, wherever you might be, and I hope to see you all for the next stream, whether that be, I don't know, on Monday or someday in between. So, until then, goodbye.